Luca is Disney and Pixar's latest movie to make its way into our hearts and screens. This is a movie that I have been excited to watch ever since it was first announced, and I can say that it paid off. I really love this film, and I wanted to discuss today what I enjoyed the most about it, some of its themes that I think it's very important to talk about the themes of Luca, and just the overall feeling it has. This is a movie that is very packed with beautiful locations, amazingly colorful characters, and a lot of good things that I highly enjoyed. I think this is one of Pixar's best films, and it's a great one in its collection. So yeah, without further ado, let's start talking about Luca, starting with the plot. So Luca starts off showing us the life of the titular character, Luca, who is a fish-man hybrid who lives in the bottom of the ocean near a port in an Italian town. So right away we meet these characters who are like fishmen, and we see their lives, and the animation is absolutely beautiful. So we'll talk more about the animation later, but right from the beginning it just shows so many colorful locations, characters, and that's something that is through the whole movie. Just the overall movie just has this very happy feeling, like this summer adventure kind of theme going through it, and this is something that comes back in the main town that most of the movie is set in, and it's just amazing. And so yeah, so Luca basically he lives with his parents. He's never seen the surface. He's basically like a merman who just works with his parents, and then he meets Alberto, a kid who's also a fish hybrid, and he's been around in the surface, and later on he takes Luca and they become friends. So the friendship between Luca and Alberto is one of the main themes in the movie, and it's a very good theme at that. Their friendship is pretty much like the glue that holds most of the plot together, and it's executed perfectly. Right from the beginning, the initial scenes just give me this really happy feeling, when they're building the initial Vespas and they ride down the mountain. And just their friendship starts up really well, and this is a theme that goes through the whole movie, and that is something that most movies don't have. It's just this happy feeling that is not really that serious. There's not much drama going on, but it's just in the beginning, and it reminds me a lot of some Hayao Miyazaki movies, some Studio Ghibli productions, where most of the movie is just happiness and not much conflict going on. So that's something I noticed throughout the film. And I'm sure many movie reviews basically compare this movie to Call Me By Your Name, but it's hard to ignore giving all the coincidences down from the location to the feeling, the overall tone of the movie. It's very similar to that film, and I think there's a lot of truth in that. And yeah, basically the location of Porto Rosso is just beautiful. This is the town where most of the movie takes place. So Luca and Alberto meet another girl called Giulia, and basically the whole movie moves towards a plot for where they want to win a race so they can win a Vespa and then move on their own. So this is where the movie kind of hits a rough spot. I'm gonna admit that from that point the movie kind of suffers a little pacing issues, a lot of story issues. It became too cartoony for my taste, but later it picks up right all the way to the ending. So this is something that I highly appreciated. I think Luca did a good job with the plot, but yeah, it does suffer from some pacing issues later on. So overall, Luca and Alberto, when they go into land, they turn into humans. So basically their true form is the fishmen, and then they become human beings when they're on land. So they can basically just blend in with the people, and they discover that this town doesn't like fish people. They hunt them down, they kill them. And that's a theme that I noticed is very important. So this movie, I think one of its biggest themes is the fear of being different, the fear of being almost discriminated in a way. And this also shows in Julia's character. I think she's she basically explicitly says oh, I'm an outcast, I'm an underdog in this town. Nobody understands me, and that reflects too in Luca and Alberto. Their main theme is that they're being different and that they're being discriminated against. They're not comfortable showing their true selves. And many people pointed this out, but this seems to be a metaphor for the LGBTQ experience, and I think there's a lot of sense in that theory. I noticed a lot of similarities to those kind of things, and maybe you can interpret it in a lot of different ways, but this is I think something to really be explored and discussed about, even if it's not explicitly said by the director. But yeah, overall I think this the main theme of being different, maybe showing hiding some part of yourself from other people in the beginning, is a very important theme, and I think this movie really does a great job at representing those feelings, those experiences of being different, and that's something I really enjoyed about the movie. And I think a lot of people relate to it in some way. I really related to Luca in some points, And yeah, this is a theme that I highly enjoyed. So yeah, everything else about the movie is also incredible. From the animation styles, just the fun summer feeling that it has. It just kind of, it feels like a movie to escape for a while, just kind of forget about your problems for a bit, follow these characters, and just have a nice movie to watch, and just feel like you're in the, in the summer location that they find themselves in. And that's something I really like. We need more movies that are just feel-good movies, and Luca highly represents that. Also, the animation is fantastic. I think this movie has the perfect blend between being cartoonish and being photorealistic. There are a lot of parts that feel very photorealistic, but have that blend that it's, they're still cartoon characters. One of my main criticisms of Soul, Pixar's last film, was that some of the characters kind of hit the uncanny valley at times. Like, you'd see like characters like Joe Gardner, and you see like their hands and their face, and some things just look kind of off. Like, they tried making photorealistic, and they just became like way too human. But Luca does, like, they have the characters are cartoonish, and they have their styles. They're not afraid with being like that, but also the animation is still fantastic. Like, some of the scenes with the colors and all that stuff is just great, and that's something I highly appreciated about the movie. So yeah, overall I really liked it. I think Luca is a well-needed movie, especially in this year, 2021. Just a feel-good, relaxing movie that anybody can enjoy, that kids can relate to, adults can relate to. I think also I really enjoyed the Italian setting. It makes me want to go take a trip to Italy tomorrow. Just basically enjoyed the film, and yeah, like, Pixar pretty much can't fail at this point. I think Pixar is mostly feels like a council of elder gods who just like create quality movies and can't fail. And that's something that's really, really appreciated in this movie. And I hope they keep telling new stories. I can't wait for some of their future films, include like some of them. I think it's Seeing Red, Lightyear. Those are the two confirmed ones so far. But yeah, I really enjoyed Pixar, and I think this one does a good job of continuing that feeling that these movies represent. So yeah, overall, I really liked Luca. I think I'm gonna give it an 80%, 80 out of 100. It's just a really good movie. It's not perfect. It definitely has some pacing issues in the middle. But still, it's a really enjoyable movie, one that everybody will enjoy, I think. I really liked it. Can't speak for everybody, but it really resonated with me. It really struck a chord. So yeah, I really liked it. And that's pretty much all for today. So thank you all for watching my review, and I can't wait to make some other reviews in the future. So yeah, see you next time, and have a nice day, everybody.